Hey everyone, so for those of you who don't know me, I'm Chenoa. I'm a consultant on the Sunshine Coast in Queensland. I've been a consultant for almost 4 years now, which is really awesome, very exciting for me. I am a mum of 6 children and my husband works mainly in Brisbane, so he's only here a couple of nights a week. So what I wanted to do today was just to talk to you a little bit about 2 things, about lunchboxes and back to school, and also about keeping my business alive throughout the school holidays, the very trying school holidays for me. Going to work has been my saviour for the last 6 weeks, so thank gosh for Thermomix. All right, so firstly I just wanted to talk to you guys about lunchboxes. So I've spent the day today, well the afternoon today, just making some things for the kids for their lunchboxes to give me a head start for the week and hopefully into next week, because this year I have gone from having 2 at school to having 5 at school. So I've got an 11-year-old, I've got a 9-year-old, I've got a set of 5-year-old triplets who are starting prep, and a 3-year-old as well, and she goes to daycare 1 day a week and off with her grandma the other day. So woohoo, I'm super excited, if you can't tell. So I'm just going to turn the camera around so you guys can see what I've been doing. Oh, I don't know if I can do it on this one. Nope, I can't. All right, so I'll have to just use my phone and hope for the best. So this is what my lunchbox prep kind of looks like, and I've made it all look nice and pretty for you guys, of course, with my dishes in the background, of course, because, you know, I'm a mum and we have dishes all the time. So, alrighty, so I'm a massive fan of the Go Green lunchboxes. I've been using them since my now grade 6 child was in, I think we started in year 1 because I didn't know about them in prep. So the triplets actually got them for Christmas this year. So absolutely love the Go Greens. All of the compartments are completely individually sealed, and they're dishwasher safe. If I have room in my dishwasher, I use them. And absolutely love the size of them. They're perfect. So they also got bags for Christmas as well, so we've got a few different bags there. And I also made sure that this year I wanted them to make sure they had nice cold water at all times because they're a bit fussy. So double wall stainless steel insulated drink bottles for the little ones this size, and for the big ones this size. So the other thing that my big children wanted they actually asked for this for Santa, was some thermoses so that they can have leftovers. So this is the actual thermos brand, and it's got a great little fold-out spoon on the top. So lots of room inside here for the leftovers, and I've actually started creating a playlist on Cookie Doo for lunchbox leftovers. So I can share that later during the week when I have a little bit more time on my hands. So for this week for lunchboxes, I hope you guys can see. So I've just got a cheese and bacon roll. Being organised and chopping your fruit beforehand just makes life so much more easier in the mornings. So get used to that. Grow for the seasonal fruit. This is a homegrown watermelon from the kids' granddad. And my huge fruit bowl's overflowing at the moment with seasonal fruit. So get into it before we all have to go back to apples and bananas again. These are what I'm going to call a granola biscuit. This is a tweak on an Anzac biscuit. Something that Woolworths does is a granola biscuit, and the kids love them, so I'm going to let you know if these turn out good, and I'll put the recipe up. These are the little mini banana and oat muffins. They are really tasty. I have had 3 already, and they are on Cookie Doo. I can't remember which collection though. Again, same as the watermelon, chopping up your fruit and your vegetables is so easy. The veggies are chopped up, and the kids are actually going to have this is just a dip that they like. It's just literally avocado and cream cheese, and they absolutely love it. So I pop one of these silicone cupcake trays into there, and then just pop the pop the dip straight in there, and then it saves a little bit more mess, and the kids actually feel like that they're dipping, so that's pretty important. You can use mini ones as well if you've got little tinier ones, and they're great to separate. You know, if you're just giving them like one bliss ball or something like that as an extra filler, you can pop that in a corner and pop the bliss ball in it as well. So super easy. I'm a huge fan of Cinchies as well. Our local Sunshine Coast mum designed these. We use this size for smoothies. Great if you're rushing in the morning, or if you have a child who doesn't particularly like breakfast. I have one of those, but she generally makes herself a smoothie almost every morning now. So great for an extra filler in the lunchbox. So that is pretty much lunch boxes. I've also got some steamed chicken over here that I'm going to shred up, and I'm going to pop it in I'm going to pop it in some rice paper rolls with some cabbage and some mint and some apple and carrots and bean sprouts, and that's kind of their sandwich, because I don't really do sandwiches. I try to think outside the box on those ones. I've got some bliss balls to roll as well. So I'm going to flip it back onto me. So that's my lunchbox prep. Boiled eggs, popcorn. If you're going to, I can't think of what I was going to say. I've got some little notes here as well. Setting your custard, doing thick and creamy auto custard is fabulous, and just setting it in a container and then cutting it. The kids can just pick it up, and there's no mess, there's no spoons, so some spoons aren't getting lost. I have made a big long list of sweet and savoury options, and it was quite funny because the savoury list is way longer. Now, these are not actual recipes, but they're ideas, so then you can go out and find them. So again, I will share that. An always on hand list. Now, I know most of us, well, all of us are Thermomix consultants, and I'd say that most of us have a full pantry, but make sure you always have on hand butter, eggs, milk, plain flour, baking powder, bicarb, salt, sugar, any kind of dried fruit, honey, cinnamon, cheese, tomato paste, ham bacon, those baker's flour, yeast, those things. You can create everything you need for a lunchbox if you have those 20 or so things. So always try and keep them on hand. I'm pretty sure most of you guys do. So the second thing that I really wanted to talk to you about was how to keep your business alive in the school holidays, the very, very, very draining school holidays. I know there's some mums out there that absolutely love the school holidays. I am not one of them. Keeping 6 kids happy and entertained, and still having to be here and feed all the horses and do everything a mum has to do, it drives me mental. I need my children to go to school. So those of you who love it, well done. You're amazing. We didn't go anywhere particular this school holidays, like away. So I think the number one thing for your customers is to let them know that you are available. I think a lot of people just think that that's it. You've stopped over the school holidays, and any holidays, not just the Christmas, New Year holiday. So communication, put it in a newsletter, or even if you don't do newsletters, and just one simple email out to your customers, wish them a Merry Christmas or a Happy Easter or whatever holiday it is, and let them know that you are available. It's great to send off some little extra things, maybe the Thermomix Play-Doh recipe if they've got small kids, or hey, this is our favourite family meal at the moment, or my kids like cooking this. So just something simple to keep their Thermomix inspiration going, and every time they're going to make that or they see that email, they'll think of you. Something else I normally do over just after New Year is I send all my owners a text just saying, Happy New Year, hope you're having a great holiday. I'm updating my records, just wanted to see if anyone's moved or changed email addresses, just so I can make sure I can keep in touch. Again, it's just keeping that line of communication open and telling them that you're around and that you're thinking of them. I have been very lucky these school holidays. I've done nothing, but all of my sales and my leads and everything have come just thrown at me. I got another 2 today, which it's just blowing me away. I'm almost 4 years into the business, so I guess that it does come with that territory. But I do pride myself on loving my job, I guess, and that shines through with my customers and everything like that. I'm not great on follow-up. I'm really not fabulous on follow-up. That's my goal for 2018, is to be better with following up my customers, because it's something that I know I have to do better. And so I can only imagine what that's going to do for my business. So have some Thermomix open days in your house. Like I didn't get organised to have a Thermomix Lunchbox workshop in the holidays. It was my intention, but I actually had no internet for about 4 weeks, and it just didn't happen to get it out there. So mine's actually on Tuesday, and it's a great idea to also talk to your other halves, or if you don't have a husband or a partner, or if you're a male, you don't have a girlfriend or a wife, talk to someone about, possibility of having your children or child on 1 or 2 days for the whole day over those holidays. Sundays really work great for me, so Sundays is fabulous. I can book in 2 or 3 cooking experiences, and if I do that twice in a month, that's anywhere between 4 and 6 cooking experiences for 2 days work, and I love that. I'm out for the day, I feel like a professional, and I have time in between to reset my ingredients, and I make sure I wash up at each previous cooking experience as well. So I think that's pretty much all that I've done this holidays. And I have my Facebook page is Thermomixing for 8, so I also keep people updated with the offers, and I do send newsletters each month as well, so I'm sure that helps. But yeah, really just communicate with your customers, tell them you're still open for business. If you're sitting there watching this going, oh, all I can think about is getting these kids back to school or getting back to work or whatnot, that's okay. Make little steps each day. Call that last person that you delivered to check up on them. Call that last person from the cooking experience. Every day, 2 calls, if you can, and just try and work your business that way. But today, while I was doing all this cooking, I had my diary open and I was answering texts from customers and organising someone to get a box for service, and booking in a cooking experience. So yeah, that's just, I'm kind of open for business all the time, but I set my hours of when I'm doing cooking experiences. So I hope that has helped you. I am going to have a cup of tea before my children are home in 15 minutes, and have a 5 minutes rest before the crazy time. I've no idea how I'm still going to get everything else done that I needed to do this afternoon. Those hats, motifs things on the top, and so no one steals the $10 hat, but the motifs cost me $8 anyway. I don't know what I'm doing there, but there's still lots to do. But I know that tomorrow morning I'm going to be organised, because I've got all of this done, and I don't have to worry too much. I've still got bliss balls to roll, but I can do them tonight. So I hope that that's helped you guys. If you have any questions, don't ever hesitate to PM me. I'm more than happy to have a chat at any time. And enjoy the last night of your holidays and getting those kids back to school tomorrow. Bye.